Check 1 2. Check, 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 check. 1 2. Internets recording from the Duck Down Music IG page. We are now live. Are we live? Internets, are we live? Via Duck Down Music. What's going on? My name is Dallas Penn, and we are here to celebrate the 25th anniversary. We're going to do this all year long, though. But right now, we're going to celebrate the 25th anniversary of Duck Down Music, the label, Duck Down Records. And my buddy Premium Pete and I, we're going to go through 25 songs that we feel like really define the history of this label and its influence and its importance to hip-hop music. Premium Pete, where are you at, brother? He is here. Let's see if Premium Pete can log in right now. Check in with us, Premium. Check in with us.
Dallas Penn.
I hear you, Premium. I don't see you, though.
I see you.
You see me?
Duck Down.
I don't see you, bro.
I see you. That's a dope hat you have on.
My joint says waiting for Premium Pete.
We in. Oh, okay,
all
then
right,
update
that's
yet?
a bet. That's a bet.
We
well,
in,
all right.
We in. Shouts, first of all, I want to give a big shout to Drew Ha, Buckshot, James, the whole Duck Down family. You know, it's growing up in Brooklyn. When you think about Boot Camp Quip, when you think about Black Moon, when you think about Helter Skelter, when you think about Smith and Wesson, you know, we had the pleasure of not only being friends with them, but sitting down with them, Dallas, over the years, and really going over their journeys and how special it's been. You know, you always say Duck Down is the
Let's see. Did I just lose Premium Pete internets? Hold on. Let's get Premium Pete back. Yeah. Let's get him back in here.
All right, we back?
Yep, we back.
Where was that? What's the last thing I said?
Well, let's just get back to why we got to sit in this space right now on Duck Down Music's IG page and go live. 25 years. This record label has been alive for 25 years. And I think about the last 25 years of my life and think about the strides that I've made in my life and everything that's going on in the world and all the things that have come up and gone away in that window. So, I mean, that in itself, the 25th anniversary on anything is just a significant marker. It's a milestone. And it's a testament to the fortitude and the strength and the perseverance of Drew Ha, of Buckshot, of Smith and Wesson, of Helter Skelter, of all the artists beat miners, all the artists that helped form this thing and have helped sustain it through 25 years, a quarter of a century. That's what you get to say with 25 years. You get to say a quarter of a century. All right, so in another 25 years, Duck Down Records will have a half of a century in the game. I mean, just think about that, because that's the trajectory that they're going in. Duck Down will be around. Duck Down is kind of like, you know, that animal that'll be around through Armageddon. I mean, if you think about it, if you think about the Armageddon that the music industry went through, you know, whether it was streaming or before streaming when it was MP3 and file sharing. And then here is Duck Down still here, still doing it. All right. We keep losing you, Premium Pete, but we're gonna internets. We keep losing my man Premium Pete on the feed.
Yo, I don't know why I don't know why we keep on losing. Shouts to C Popular, Flyer.
Yes,
Shouts
indeed.
to the
Yes,
whole
indeed.
Duck Down family. Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed. Mm-hmm. Internets. So, I mean,
25 years, Dallas. 25 years, like you said. It's a long time, man.
Let's start playing a couple of songs, a couple of Black Moon songs that really set the tone for what this record label is going to be, what its aesthetic is going to represent.
Let's kick it off, man.
C Popular, what up? Oh, okay, let's try it again. Oh. IG trying to Teddy Riley us, Premium. We not gonna let him do it though. We not gonna let
Yo,
him
I don't
do
know
it.
why it's keep on knocking me out, but
No, I
anyway,
think we
let's.
good now. I
Yeah.
think we good now because
Okay.
now the screen is split
Yeah.
finally, and it wasn't
Okay.
split before.
Okay.
You know, they trying to no, Dave, we got Pete back. We got Pete
Nah, we
back
back.
in
Quarantine
the
beard.
joint.
Let's start it off. Duck down
They tried to
25.
Teddy Riley us, but they can't win.
Let's start it off.
25 years, okay?
Dan Mar, what's up? Duck down family, what's up? Let's
See,
start
yes
off.
indeed, yes
Let's
indeed.
start off with the one and only, the legendary, the trio.
The sound was good at first, but let it rock. Let it rock.
When I get bent, I must represent, no question. Get up and down spotted, then the morph to the dread section. Roots hit me off lovely. Coming out the spot, I had to duck because a nigga tried to bump. I'm eating off the block like what up, pop bucks, pulling out on cops, cause I want free clocks. What the fuck? Bring this bitch ass tight brigade, hitting them off guns and hand grenades. I'm using the man that's wanted for murder. Got the block locked down, so don't come any further. And my clip is a 22 dumb.
Salute, Dan.
Salute, brother. You know what I'm saying? Or credit, but forget it. I'm like this short fly, so I'ma still get paid. I don't sweat it. I'm an MC's nightmare manifested. I'm here to show you, pushing the fact that I'm bested. This shit called hip hop race drone, kid. Don't front, I got you open and don't. Don't front, you know I got you open, kid.
Don't front.
Don't front, you know I got you open. Yo, Dallas. First of all, somebody said in the comments, shouts to Black Moon, shouts to 5 Foot, Evil D, Buckshot. Let me tell you something. Somebody put in there the most underrated rap group. I mean, I don't know, man. When you think of Black Moon, you think about what they've been through. They're, you know, I have an episode actually.
I don't underrate it. First of all, I don't think people really understand the influence that that music that Black Moon made when they came out, and their street aesthetic. First of all, the sound that Beat Miners created, and the way
legendary.
they took those dusty samples and how they hooked up those samples, and then the MC Buckshot, who just like literally floats on the music. It's like he's not fighting the music. He's just, I mean, literally, when you talk about flow, my man is floating. He's just floating on the beat. And then when you listen to his lyrics and what he's describing, he's just describing the life of a shorty. Like, I mean, he is a painter. He's being a straight up painter. And this is, again, one of the great powers of hip hop and rap music, which is to give people a vision and a feeling and a connectivity through words. Like you see these folks. You see this dude on the corner. You know what I mean? You see him in your hood. You know this guy. Listen, I'm mad right now I don't have a backpack on. For real. I need to have a backpack on right now as we go through these joints, because that's the vibration right now. Your backpack for whatever you might boost, you know, your school books, your Walkman, your whole life. You know what I mean? And you rock it all in your backpack and you keep it moving, you keep it funky.
Yo, Dallas,
let's hit another joint. Let's hit the next joint. Let's hit the next joint. And the next joint, I would say that Black Moon and their influence is tremendous. But understand that Black Moon and Boot Camp Click is a collective. And this is really like the first rap collective before Wu-Tang. This is the first rap collective I know of before Wu-Tang. And it's a bunch of street cats who all came together.
I mean, this next track that we selected is an anthem. I mean, an anthem, and not only in Brooklyn, but worldwide. So let's get to it, DP. Let's get to it. And pin that comment. Pin that comment I just wrote. Look for my comment. Scroll back and pin that. Ready? Let's go.
Check this out. Once again, Smith and Wesson in the joint one time. Close to this. Newness in 94. You know what I'm saying? Lock your doors, nobody safe.
Yo, if y'all got one, put it up right now. Put it up.
Check it out. I walk around town with the pound strapped down to my side. No frontin' just in case I gotta smoke some. Round here, heads don't act the age. You might be another dead boy.
Prime day.
Into the cipher with your light. L's are ready. Prepare for another all night. But keep a watch for the cops, cause they rock blocks. Coming on the block, trying to rock knots. If you acting like they're bigger than us niggas from the streets, cause we stalk mad deep in the more beats. I guess them on the grudge, cause I won't
Back.
playing tough, staring at the judge with my hands cupped. Standing there with my napkin and my dirty gear. I'm a war year now with my body. They take me up and down with the
Alright.
because I'm drowning in some niggas.
Put your box cutters up.
Home of the original gun crap.
Put your box cutters up, internet. Put your box cutters up right quick. For real. Put your 40s up. Put your L's in the air.
Got 5 MC that wanna contest weed. Got your nooses ready hanging over the trees. Blame on your sounds get drowned by my monster. Kill your body boy and hold your love up for hostage. Knock, knock, nigga, knock, the 4 shots empty. On a violator that was sent out to get me. I'm tore up from the flow up, and everything's black, but still I'm on point, ready to buck, ain't nothing sweet, Jack. Uptown, I represented on the love. Deeply rooted from my Timbs to my dick above. Don't sweat the bulge coming from my hip. Grip what you get hit when I let my tool click. Nowhere to run, ambush lurks in the dark. Help the skelter smirks while you're getting torn apart. Here comes the rude boys with
Come on, Dallas.
Smith and Wesson in the holes on the boot.
Bucktown.
Bucktown. Bucktown. Bucktown. Duck down.
Dallas, home of the original gun clappers. I mean, I remember watching the video. Yo, I mean.
So again, what I'm going back to is a rap collective. Not just a single MC, because if you want to really get into the essence of hip hop, you are talking about collectives. When you talk about Cold Crush, when you talk about the Furious Five, hip hop in its core is not simply a single voice. Pop music is great for solo artists, but hip hop is about collective effort, collective sharing, like a group of people working together to make some shit better. And I mean, that's really where hip hop comes from.
Absolutely.
It comes from a space where, man, people who didn't have things had to come together collectively. Like, yo, I got to go over your house and borrow some sugar. You know what I mean? You gotta go to somebody else's house.
Sure.
And borrow a shovel or do but these things are shared collectively. So Duck Down Records was bringing us back to the essence. We didn't even realize that, but they were bringing us back to the essence from the beginning.
I mean, an early grassroots label that, when you think about it, like, you know,
with these 2 songs we just played, they're not even a label yet.
I know.
They're not even a label yet. You
That's the crazy part.
Kev Clark, definitely pull your beef and broccolis out, brother.
Absolutely.
Definitely put your Timbs on. Right now, I got to tell y'all something. Internet, if y'all are listening right now, and you don't have on your Timbs, and you don't have on a
box cutter,
get your box cutter. Get something like go into your
brass
kitchen,
knuckles.
Get a screwdriver. You know,
Phillips.
Get some duct tape. I don't care, man.
Masking.
Go get your cargo. Go get your camouflage pants on. All right. I mean, this is a celebration, and we're gonna do this thing up right. Yes, King. If you got your JanSport, brother, What color are your strings? What color are your strings on your jam sport?
Might have to victim strings though.
What color are your strings, brother? But for real though, let's celebrate right now. So get your fit on. Don't worry, we're not going nowhere. We're gonna be here for a minute. All right. We celebrating 25
for
years.
People, shouts to Buckshot in the building. For people who are just joining us now, let them know what's going on right now. I'm Premium Pete, Dallas Penn up top. Listen, we're celebrating Duck Down 25 years as a label, but more so as a movement. Okay,
yes.
As a movement.
Yes,
you know.
Yes, because Duck Down was a movement before it was a label.
Absolutely.
Before they had become a record label, they were a movement, and they were a collective, taking Black Moon, taking Cocoa Brothers, Smith and Wesson, taking Helter Skelter, taking OGC, taking a bunch of street cats, and saying, hey, listen, man, y'all get off the street, all right? Y'all have talent, y'all have this ability, and Buckshot actually, the lane that he created from the Enter the Stage project, that Black Moon created from the Enter the Stage project, opens up this lane for these cats to go and travel the world. You know what I mean? But it's mad humble beginnings. Again, internets, we're celebrating 25 years, but I want us to celebrate more than 25 years. I want us to celebrate 45 years, 50 years. I want us to celebrate hip hop and the everlasting light of hip hop, because really that's to me what Duck Down represents. All right, it's this everlasting thread of light of ghetto dwellers who come together and out of nothing form something that's lasting and influential and leaves an imprint all over the globe. And you have to think about what's being created during this time. Early 1990s, New York City, Brooklyn, Crown Heights is lit. It's turned up. I talk to Buck often about Franklin Avenue and how, man, Franklin Avenue crazy now. Franklin Avenue is like Sesame Street now. But there was a time when Franklin Avenue had all the weed gates. And Franklin Avenue to Nostrand to Utica was popping. And Crown Heights was the center of Brooklyn. Flatbush was lit. Bed-Stuy is always lit. But that Eastern Parkway strip in Crown Heights, especially on Labor Day, that is the center of Brooklyn culture. And,
crazy.
And Brooklyn is lit, okay? The Crown Heights riots from the early 90s, internet, changed the complexion of this neighborhood. It changes the dynamic that people in the neighborhood have with the police, which was always kind of sketchy in the first place. It changes the dynamic that people in the neighborhood have with other people in the neighborhood. There was always an uneasy peace that existed between Crown Heights, Bed-Stuy, Flatbush, and the Hasid, and everybody. So there was a lot of things were getting pushed to the forefront because the inequality, we couldn't stand it any longer. And this was music that was highlighting how a shorty got through the city and managed themselves, in a place where in the early 90s, frankly, you're a young black dude, you're a target. Okay? I'm talking about when the police got turned up, when we were moving into the Giuliani era, young black males, you are targets. So how do you protect yourself, defend yourself? How do you navigate and inside this space? Pretty Pete, let's go into
next song, man.
Listen. All right, we still in the Smith and Wesson vein.
Still in Smith
and Wesson,
yeah.
But again, remember now, think in your mind, internet's rap collective. So don't just think of the duo of Smith and Wesson. Think of many voices, other voices.
Shouts to Tech, shouts to Steel.
Yes.
Shouts to Matt Fingers in the check-in. Rest in peace, Justo.
Hail Meg, Tech. Hail Meg, Steel.
Yep. Let's get it.
Play,
stress. I roll up a nickel sack the sets to relieve the stress. The urban and calisthenics do a nigga justice. They fake, that's how much slick it can't be trusted. I put up with none of them punks who front shit, even though somebody used to run with and smoke blunts. Fuck the foreplay, let's do shit the raw way. Killer, he say, she say, check what we say. I'm dwelling in the cellar with my niggas helter skelter. Loading up the clips with lyrics, punks run for shelter. Smith and Wesson's on the loose with a noose for your neck. You let info slip out, so it's dead you get. There's the black moon creeping up in your room. Death fills the air along with the center boom. Open your eyes, motherfuckers, and greet your fear. Walk with the head of a snitch and he's out of here.
One rhyme for the snitch dropping dimes. One rhyme for the heads doing time. One rhyme for the crooks committing crimes. One time for your motherfucking mind. One rhyme for the snitch dropping dimes. One rhyme for the heads doing time. One rhyme for the crooks committing crimes. One time for your motherfucking mind.
One time for your motherfucking mind.
Okay.
Smith and Wesson, listen. I mean, yo, somebody wrote Evil D was on some magical shit. I mean, just listen. Shouts to Duck Down. This is when you celebrate 25 years as a label. Okay, we're giving you your props.
Evil D. I tell you what, this is you talk about unheralded people inside hip hop, and Evil D never gets his flowers as one of the great producers, one of the key influential producers of hip-hop music. And Beat Miners, Evil D, Mr. Walt, they give these brothers their flowers.
Absolutely.
For the way they loop samples, for the way they put beats together. And I got to tell you something. Hip-hop music, in its core is two things. It's the sound of the drum, and it's the voice. And Evil D made sure that the drum was clean and clear. Like listen to this music and listen to that drum and how that drum make your head nod. Like how that drum just have you rock.
DP Kick 718 said these voices never heard just painted such a picture that they were imprinted in our minds. Straight up. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
When you think about it, man, I mean, to speak on moments in time, whether they were pain or success or being able to travel the world at a young age and for us to get the music that we love so much. I mean, Duck Down, when you think about it, when you start thinking about all the artists that's been on Duck Down, I mean, just what careers, you know what I mean? What journeys? Like Smith and Wesson, I mean, Black Moon, you think about the Helter Skelter, you know, just alone right there. I mean, that's like pillars of hip hop. You know what I mean?
Right. And really, people need to understand, too, the heavy lifting that it takes to even be around to this moment, to this day, to still be viable. Because Duck Down is still taking in new artists. You know what I mean? Smith and Wesson is still making new music.
I mean, look. Listen.
It does not stop.
Illigy is dropping new
does
music.
Not
Smith
stop.
and Wesson is dropping new music.
Come on,
Black
Pete,
Moon is dropping new music.
Pete, they hollering us. Give them another song. Rich 89, what's going on, brother?
Listen,
let's give them another joint.
Duck Down 25. We're staying right with Smith and Wesson. I mean, this song was so fucking serious at the time, and I mean that so fucking serious.
Give them another song, Pete.
Come on, man.
We are going to jump out sound.
Internet.
Come on.
Listen, if you have a gun, shoot it right now. You're allowed to.
Buck.
Ooh.
Boom, bye in the body boy head. The shot is flying out the body guy like that. 2 shots there to him chin. Enemy a friend, fake the funk, I put the jump to an end. Now who the rude boy want come test door? I find his family, the ID him in the mall. I bet you never thought I bust sled. Surprise, I'm for the 5-blood head just like your dread. Test the champion sound, you're getting bucked down. Recognize the move, can't play down in Bucktown. Gun-thirsty little bastard, always blasted from the stacks of chocolate of mother casting. You say you're number 1 wicked selector. I say you Panani and I wet ya. So I pull this your trigger, cause you don't wanna test me when I'm tipsy off the liquor like the pump they call McGirt. Got his feelings hurt, showed his true colors, had to yank up his skirt. Now he's in misery, trying to cop a plea. Led to him head from gun clapper number 3. See, they got for a shot, you know dick rider. Lick the shot, put on and up on fire. Now everybody wanna be Don Gaga, and all around New York niggas be talking, but we be stalking. In the darks when the gun starts barking, but in the day be wary of where you be walking. Don't,
Come on!
don't you ever mention about you want them to tell
What a
them
fucking beat.
Yo, yeah.
That beat, that little, and even he put in that little beat, that little bleep, that little, like, yo, that is a motherfucking jam.
Yo, you know what? Whoever's watching right now, yo, let
Trap
us know
Dave,
when
what
you
up?
heard that song, where you were at. Whether you, from when it just dropped or later on, where were you at when you heard that song? Like, start
Seth
reminiscing
Lowe,
with
what
us.
up?
You know, I mean, listen, what a powerful song. Smith & Wesson.
Yes.
Shouts to Steel and Tech. I mean, just young kings, man, at the time. Young kings at the time.
Facts.
I mean, you know,
that album is also celebrating 25 years. The Shining is 25 years old.
Yeah.
Like,
Think about
damn.
that. Think about that, DP.
They was some real young dudes, man, on that shit.
But think about this, as creatives, as artists, no matter what you do, to be around 25 years, like you said, forget about just a label. As artists, I mean, Dallas, not an easy fucking job. Straight up.
Not at all. Not at all.
Not in the
at
music
all.
business. Not in the
Not at
music
all.
business.
Please,
I
music
mean-
business will throw you out in a year. Music business will eat you alive.
I mean, listen, I want to keep on going to some music. I want to keep on going to some music. We got.
Yeah, come on.
You
know we got nothing but hits in here.
Yo.
We got nothing but hits for y'all. Okay, celebrating 25 years. Duck Down Records. Come on, y'all. Let's do another one. Let's rock another one.
When we get to this one right here, how powerful it is. First of all,
Shut up. And play
shut
the
up.
song.
Yes.
They know.
Is le fla, escorte, yes, y'all. See how this yo to be the best, y'all. Five slam from east to west, y'all. Pound straight through your bubble vest, y'all. And shake your chest, y'all.
I can run bust the rain, gun clap a number. One on the set, man, I cut you like lumber. Still play the back in my thunder gear. Down to my underwear. Make all your motherfuckers wonder where I come from. Cause motherfuck Dapper Dan. I'm a gun clapper fan.
Whoa.
I run rappers, man. Fast five, mad live, blow up the spot. Drew high against the paper.
Like move, get the prop.
Hey, yo, next
Back.
snap a neck, be big on road TK. Send them C's to me and squad to three. Say rockin' this monster as he for really can be. See him in action as he transform that man to me. Enemies ain't caught him, ain't no welcome back in my home. Knots get blown like quarter slots and pay phones. Phone home or return like Jedi. I bet I can without lie give your stupid ass the red
I like niggas who can't see past a little bit of light. You come test the champion, you're gonna die tonight. And 6 feet deep is where you sleep. Eternally resting in peace, you feel relief. Now big up to all my true heads in the east. Stalking the block. You best to believe that Fat Five got my back.
Right.
Yeah.
like that. I control the masses with metaphors that's massive. Don't ask if the nigga rucker bash it like hashes. I'm drastic.
Yeah.
When it comes to verbs, I'll be flipping.
Yeah, hold on. First off, man.
Young P, right?
Yo,
Young
first
P,
of all,
right?
Rest
Young
in peace
P.
to our brother
Young
Sean
P.
Price. Put all the
Listen,
P's
listen.
in the comments.
Sean
Hold
lives on. Sean
Yo,
lives on,
hold
y'all.
on, let me
Put them
play that
P's up.
back.
Put them
Let
P's
it
up, y'all.
finish out, but put them
Put
P's
them
up,
P's
man.
up. Sean lives on, y'all.
Spitting
Sean
off
lives
the
on.
words I be kicking. I scold you. Double-headed sword for the petty, but I told you. Bitch niggas that heads ain't ready. Now I mold you.
Heads ain't ready.
Fucking with the ruckus, get bruised, battered, disgust.
Pump, chump, your brain just blew. It's the original gun clapper too. Rushing through 3 on 3, you can't see we, cause we stay tight and not too many niggas wanna fight. This nigga wear a nigga in the cypher of the camp. Just got amping, so I took him out for a dance. Bigger triggers falling down like the bridges of London, but ain't too many niggas running.
Yes, y'all.
Yes, y'all.
See how this yo to be the best, y'all. Five slam from east to west, y'all. Pound straight through your bubble vest, y'all. And shake your chest, y'all.
Where were you at, internet?
Yo,
Where were you at when you heard
TP.
this shit?
TP.
Put your backpack on right now. Put your Timbs on right now. Put your army jacket. Any fatigue
get your
you got
box
on.
cutter out. Get your brass knuckles out. Get a 40 of St. Ides, Crazy Horse, Cisco.
Roll a white out. Don't
Roll
even
Philly.
roll. Not roll the Philly. No. Roll the white out.
Dutch Master.
No Dutch. White out. You got to roll. I'm gonna tell you why you got to roll the white out. You got to roll the white out because it's gonna be like 6-7 heads on the blunt, and you need something that burns extra slow.
Yeah, but
even though we in quarantine and we got a social distance, fucking pull out the white out because we gonna put mad heads on this blunt.
that's
like,
right, Crash.
when they said heads ain't ready, like, do y'all even understand the amount of language that Boot Camp Click has given y'all? My man Kev Clark said Frontos. Yes, definitely for sure. Some Fronto leaf. Yo, Boot Camp Click has given y'all so much language. I mean, salute the rap collectives. Salute all the rap collectives that we love. Wu-Tang gave us crazy language. Boot Camp Click gave us crazy language to describe the street, to describe our lives. For real. Stuff that we use in just regular speak. When you say, man, heads ain't ready, that's like people are not people are not knowledgeable. People are not up on it. Heads ain't ready. Yo, there go my man Crash. Yo, Hail Meg right now, man. Hail Meg. We still here, brother. We still here. Here.
Listen, we've been through a couple of bangers already. We're playing the 25 songs we like, celebrating Duck Down's 25th anniversary as a label. But more importantly, I'm going to keep on saying it as a motherfucking movement. Rest in peace, Sean Price.
Facts.
You know, just to hear a young Sean Price like come out and spit on that joint. I mean,
a young P too. That's the young Ruck. That's the young Ruck.
Ruck Down. Ruck Down Records.
He barely had hair on his chin then. Barely.
Really?
Barely.
Where we going,
barely.
King? I mean, where we going? Where we going, DP? Where we going? You ready?
Let's
play some more tracks.
Sick with the click. Come on.
Hold on. You good? You good? Your Wi-Fi's good? We want to make sure everybody's good. Hold on. You're breaking up for a second.
Yeah.
Shouts to Nilson Martinez. Okay, there we go.
I'm here.
Internets, listen, you think of Duck Down, we're celebrating. Dallas Penn, Premium Pete, we're
Listen,
celebrating.
what up?
Duck Down
what
25.
Up?
Yo, DP, when you
and
think
Weirdo,
about
what's up? Pete, you just sound like you was doing that. You just sound like you was doing the disclaimer for like a pharmaceutical commercial. Like,
Ducky Bergen Jenkins?
Don't use Vagisil if. Nah. Play the next joint. Come on, play the next joint. People want to hear it.
Boot Camp Click, Duck Down, 25 years. Jay Slayer, what up?
Ed Weirdo, what up? Kev Clark.
Here we go. It's the rank one in the building. Drew High. You know you my favorite white boy, right? Duck Down. Here we go. Come on, y'all.
Salute, Tech. Salute, brother.
Here we come. If you were dedicated, so just say, here we come. Let's ride. Here we come. Here we go. It's time. Take what's ours. Time to glow and shine. What's ours is ours. What's yours is ours. Brooklyn keep on taking it. We taking all y'all cowards again. Here we come. Here we go, it's time. Mount up is going down. Let's grind. Yo, new shit, out of the blue, Freddie, you do kick. Black and blue shit, fuck it, just listen to the music and Sean. Once again, back, it's the incredible rap team. Slap steam out your fucking physical frame. Listen, my nigga Ruck is the name. A bro rapper ready to rob niggas tucking your chain. Rob a nigga for buckets of change. Play dice with that. Duck like I don't like the raps. Yeah, son, I get the same 2 fucks I don't get. Other than that, we the complete opposite. We hide him cold, he high him low down, he fast and slow, or vice versa. Yin and yang, high from Atlanta though. No, I'm a New Yorkian Dr. Kevorkian, niggas ready to die. Talking them, I got a shot for him without a syringe to walk you out of your misery quick as you can walk up out of your crib. Monster mangle a manhandle them all, but you motherfuckers with a bad hand wanna see. I will mass transit strike down upon thee with massive vengeance, and you would know that I can be Lord, rock damn it, the hot-handed, recognizing whether you can or cannot stand it. My camp is the best
Here we come. If you were dedicated, so just say, here we come. Let's ride. Here we go, it's time, take what's ours, time to glow and shine. What's ours is ours, and what's yours is ours. We're gonna keep on taking it, we kicking all y'all cowards again. Here we go, it's time, mount up, it's going down, let's try.
Sure, I'm the client, but I'm also the president. And I still rock the resident. Ever since I became an MC, I made change. Ain't shit changed. I'm the reason your chick came. Literally and physically, she did it with me. Now
Let him know, Buck. Let him know.
We get nasty like sneezing in food. 24 hours on the grind, we in that mood. Yeah,
Who can't take the whole of you?
Let him know.
Peep the symmetry, more than a symphony. Now these songs is a documentary. The gods dropped the epilogue for greatness. Took the pain off faces, parade on pages. From the block to the cages, you our main inspiration. We'll be rocking on stages. Stick up kids. Throw the heat to your faces. And even though we don't be needing them cases, but we stuck on these chases to get these papers. And the system is ancient. We dissing the haters, wishing that
Yo, here we come. Boot Camp Click. Shouts to Mark Barksdale. Yo, let me tell you something. First of all, I see people in the comments talking about 6ix9ine is live. Listen, we celebrating hip-hop. We ain't celebrating no bullshit. And we definitely ain't celebrating no rap shit.
No
okay?
fuck shit. No fuck shit. No fuck shit. No fuck shit here. I mean, but listen, if fuck shit is your fuck shit, go enjoy that. Go enjoy that. This is so much bigger than hip-hop right now. This is life, and this is culture.
DP.
If you here right now, you here for culture. I don't care. I'm not even looking at who's whatever number of is here. If you are here right now, even if you're not even on the chat, if you just here in the space right now, then you're here for culture. All right, and culture.
DP, let me ask you something.
Culture will survive past this fuck shit.
Boot Camp Click. When you think of BCC. Okay, worldwide. Let's be real. Worldwide, these are artists that have been able to go to Latvia, okay, Poland, Warsaw, okay, playing their music. When you think of Boot Camp Click, like, what comes right off to your mind when you think of Boot Camp Click?
I mean, when you think of Boot Camp Click, you think of the grimy aesthetic of New York City. Yes, Brooklyn comes to mind. But the grimy aesthetic of New York City is really, all jokes aside, fuck the Hollywood shit. New York is a working class city. And yeah, we had Wall Street and we had Madison Avenue and we had things to keep people, the wealthy people, entertained. But this city was built on the folks that worked at factories that were along the water and the folks that worked at factories that were in the heart of the city. This is a working class town. It's the city that never sleeps. So Boot Camp Click to me is representing the very aesthetic of New York City, which is we don't sleep.
Absolutely.
That we grind all the time. And we are working class about our shit. It's not Hollywood. It's not Showtime. It's not glitter. You know what I mean? It's just very clean and very much about work. And
Tech said he thinks Fatigues and Timberland.
Absolutely. Fatigues, Timbs, blue collar overalls, work, period, work. And you will find that, man, listen, like you appreciate them more as MCs because of the work that they put in. Not for flashy punchlines, although, man, they could bring that too. Not for flashy rhymes talking about cars and jewelry or other shit like that, although they could afford all that. But talking about the things that everyday people face and everyday people were connected to. You know what I mean? That's really what Boot Camp Click is. Boot Camp Click is everybody. All right? It's not the 5%, the 10%, the 1%. It's everybody. And it's what you got to do to make a living. It's what you got to do to keep it rocking. Tech said hammers and razors. Come on, Tech. Come on, Tech. Be easy with the violence, God. Although we did tell people to bring their box cutters out. We did tell people to bring their bring their box cutters out. But no, we're not gonna be violent here. We're gonna celebrate. Tomorrow,
We're celebrating. Where?
Tomorrow somebody might catch $1.50. But today
could be a possibility. But today we're celebrating Duck Down 25 years. Listen, before we get to this next one, I want to say shouts to Rock. Man, let me tell you something.
Yo,
Rock,
Tech, you a wild boy. Tech said the white boy that tells the chicks he's Spanish. That's Premium Pete.
Yeah.
Nah, Premium Pete. You tell the chicks you light skin.
Listen, Rock. When Rock when Rock spits on top of a beat, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, helter skelter. Let's keep it going as we're playing some of our favorite tracks. Me and Dallas Penn. Duck Down 25. Let's
25 years, y'all. It's a celebration.
Woo! Helter skelter.
Yo, listen. These niggas can't write. Plus they pants tight, and they sweater small. Fuck it, I'm better, dog. Go against the guard, that's the wrong move. What you want, Paul?
It's a celebration, bitches. I just got back, mistletoe in my back pocket. Kiss my ass. Oh, can we do a track? No, we're hollering, I'm shitting. Niggas trash and lactose intolerant.
My gun pop niggas. One shot, nigga. I run out of shells and straight unbox niggas. Fuck rap riddles, get riddles with shells, yo. I'm a beast, you a bitch like Tickle the Elmer.
My taste buds and your taste buds will never taste bud together. If your taste buds be tasting bud, niggas homo thugging it. Clown big red bowls, old nose rubbing it. Re-Andre came to my you almost was a bitch.
Whole ass nigga. This nigga got a fucking man, but
Since niggas like disrespecting the game,
You got no respect for you, lame.
fuck out of here, man. Looking like Leroy from Fame and shit.
fuck out of here.
That be in your sweatpants, you got no pockets. You get that
Niggas ain't got no respect for the game, so we ain't got no respect for you, lames.
Rap ain't selling, crack ain't selling, so it's back to armed robberies. My bad sting melons. Take it back to D-Cell, back out the hammer fam.
Hell, man.
I'm talking hammer blame fam, I'm talking hammer damn. Call an ambulance.
No, fuck that. I'm letting the cannon bang. Had that man smoking like this Amsterdam. Damn it, man. I go in your hood and get love, huh? You go in your hood and get love, bitch bastard. Don't go to Sun Crib, hit shit, bub.
Yeah.
What's going on with our sound, Premium? Our sound got a little.
I don't know,
little.
Maybe that's too much bass, you know? Too much bass in that one, but, you know. Tech, we ain't no DJs.
Yeah.
We
I gotta be honest.
trying
With
to-
you.
yeah.
Internet,
No.
we're not. Yeah, we not piped in with a mixer or nothing like that. Internet. It's just two fuckies, me and Premium Pete, playing these joints that we love, man. Like, yo, real talk. Good to see y'all right now. Internet's in the comments. You know what I mean? My man Tariq is there, Dunk on Dunks, LKS. We're going to try to get the sound right, though. We're going to try to figure it out for this sound. So as we move into, like, the next set of songs, the label...
Hold on. I'm telling Dallas. Hold on. Dallas, pin this thing. Hold on.
Pin it.
Pin my comment when not yet. You know, just okay. Finish off.
To be honest with you, I don't know how to do any of this kind of like the live shit that you're talking about.
When you see my comment, you just double tap on it. Hold on.
Okay. Guess what? Yeah, let me see now. Now I done fucked up. I done touched some shit. Listen, I don't know how to fucking do none of that. Yo.
Hold on, don't worry. Wait till you see my comments coming right now, and then you just double tap on it, and it'll tell you to pin it. There you go.
All right.
See that? See celebration?
Okay, boom.
It's okay. It's okay. You just
pin
turn
comment.
it around.
Okay,
There
bam,
you
I
go.
got it. Oh, I did it. Look, I made
There
it
you
do
go.
it. Look
Now
at that.
turn your thing back around, and if we could get this sound going, hold on.
Okay. Let's see if we can get the
Turn your
thing
camera
on.
back around.
I'm trying to turn my
the
camera back around, brother.
Just double
Damn.
click on it. There you go.
I did it. I did it. Look at
Okay.
this.
Okay.
Look at this.
Check. We're trying to get the sound correct. Hopefully, you know, listen,
Yo,
I want to go to this next song.
It's
Yeah.
Teddy Riley. We Teddy Riley's out here. I'm Teddy Riley.
Shouts
on
to
the
Dunk
shit. I
on
can't
Dunks. Shouts to A Sneaks. Listen, we're celebrating 25 years of Duck Down. This next song is special to a lot of people, but
Hold
more
on for a
so me
second.
and Dallas.
Hold on for a second. Hold on for
yeah.
a second. Hold on for a second. Here's the setup. Here's the setup. Okay? The label, at the time that this whole album came out, the label is 10 years in. And we've also gone through a monumental shift in the music industry. All right, we've gone through all kinds of music issues, from to like the industry top down. So a lot of labels, they're not even around anymore. And Duck Down basically puts out their core, and they take BCC's core and they say, man, listen, we're going to put out a 3-album package. It was the Sean Price album, Monkey Bars, that really elevated out of the 3. And it's still, I mean, the cover art for this album is one of my favorite all time for hours on end. But the Sean Price Monkey Bars album changed the fate and the fortunes of the label. And it was like a shot in the arm. And it kept them going. And it really, it wasn't like they was going to stop anyway, but it was good to get that, boost. You know what I mean? Let it rock.
No, your Wi-Fi's good?
I don't know. Why, you can't hear me?
Your Wi-Fi's good? No, you just look a little Teddy Riley-ish, you know? Shouts to Teddy Riley. Yo, before I man, Price, like everybody misses Sean Price every day. I have called him a friend. And when I hear this song, produced in only 9th wonder, you know, sometimes I feel like it almost brings a tear to my eyes. So, but we're going to celebrate. Sean lives on. Make sure you drop them P's in the comments.
In my heart, y'all. Yeah. Nice wonder. Sean Justice League. Here we go, y'all. Yo. I love selling nicks at night. Go home to my son, roll a split and watch Nick at night. I love it when my bitch cooks. Come home to a hot meal. It's not real, the bitch can't cook. I love them bullets I sent you. I love the double joint in my trash bag. I love snatching niggas' jewels upon the mass transit. I love busting in your mouth, I know you can't stand it. I love it when you bob your hands at this. At the same time, giving your guard head in the wind. I love it when I'm with white and you say nothing. Right under my nose, I'm right under your clothes, and I love it. Yeah. Little slick, bitch. In my heart, y'all. I got heartburn. I love fist fights with brass knuckles. I love to get right with the fifth and make your ass buckle. Bang, bang. I love mushrooms. I love the puff boom. Love living with you, doing that mushrooms. I love when you say my song is corny. At the same time, hugging my nuts and dogs stay horny. I love the flow, dog. Tell me about it, the hoes. I love the raw, dog. Tell me some valid, you know. I love Malcolm X. Love Knox Landing. Love Falcon Crest. I love wallabies. I love trees just as much as I love collard greens and cheese, bitch. I love it.
Collard greens and cheese.
Listen. That whole album was it's a classic album. It's a classic album. And all great artists, all Hall of Fame artists have to have that classic album. And P got that one. You know, he got other joints, but Monkey Bars is just undeniable piece of work. You know, we got to play another joint of Monkey Bars. Everybody been hollering for it. They want to hear it.
Here it goes. Let's go to it.
Gotta play it. Gotta play it.
Yeah, you fucking onion head bass motherfucker. Let's go, fucker. Stupid motherfuckers. Let's ride. Yeah, felonious mom. Let's go. Yo, hey yo, bitch Harvey, the Swiss Army knife in my hand. Know this shit corny, but it can end the life of your fam. Niggas know Sean nice with their hands. Watch me punch up your face, dig in your pockets, leave you right where you stand. Got a dumb bitch that live in Japan. Black belt, suck dick, chop bricks with a hand. Arigato, Sean Price slick like El Gato. 3-piece suit in the booth, ain't shit cute. Right, smack off half your smile. Go to court with a suit, smack the other half the trial. Plead the fifth, that niggas better plead the eighth. Don't leave your face fucked up, now your niece is rape. I'm bugging. Eat pills, mushrooms, and dust. Got that nigga Sean P in the mood to bust. Sean P, the motherfucking all-time great. New York, the NC nigga, the all-round state. From coast to coast, he traveled the land. Left footprints and grains of sand. It's
Sean P.
Sean P.
I hear you, Tech. I hear you, Tech.
Motherfuckers ain't as nice as me, and if they is, they would have been Sean. That's fucked up for you, you should have been on. Grabbing the gin, drunk rappers need to grab up a pen. Write some ill shit, nigga, and let the madness begin. Rhyming for dough, no money, Paul, rhyming for dough. No partners, just speed, highlighting the show. Niggas said I lost my image when I cut off my dreads, but I'm the nicest nigga out, Duke. Fuck what you said, let it be known. Gold ring embedded with stone, so when I punch you in the head, this shit'll dent up your dome. Niggas running up, asking about rock. I send your ass to heaven. Motherfucker, ask God about Pac. Ask about Big.
You see me, right? You see me?
Gangsta rappers can't fight, so they rap about guns.
Yeah.
My man said my mean mug's on 1,000,000. Come on, listen.
Onion
First
head.
of all,
Yeah.
if you listening to this music and you don't, and your face doesn't scrunch, then you're not really hearing the music
if
right.
your face doesn't scrunch and your head don't bounce, you in the wrong
come
spot.
on.
Shouts to my man Mick. Shouts to Mick. Rest in peace, Sean Price. Once again, Duck Down 25. We went over, I don't even know how many songs we went over. We ain't at 25 yet, but me and Dallas picked a lot of our favorite songs from, you know, the little label that could. And as Dallas says, it still could. It still
does. Still does.
Yeah, still does.
So let's move into another realm now for the label. All right, we understand who the core is. We understand that the core BCC really established the label and gave people kind of like, you know, the paradigm for what kind of music they were going to create. And it was going to be underground rap, and it was going to be workman. It was going to be working class rap, in the sense that like we're not here bullshitting you. We're not here, you know, selling you fucking fancy liquor or nothing like that.
Mm-hmm,
all right,
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Matter of fact, we're not selling you fancy liquor. We got you going to get some E&J. We actually got you going to get some Cisco and shit like that in the 40s.
Crazy Horse.
You know,
St. Ides.
But they also,
Coke
what Duck Down
45.
also did was Duck Down helped revive some other independent labels that had fallen apart. Because again, like I said, you know, when the 2000s came around, you know, the music business was fucked the fuck up. File sharing had rocked the music business's world. And it was so difficult for a lot of independent labels to survive. But Duck Down managed to keep going. And what they did was they went and grabbed some folks from other labels like Raucous, who were great, viable, talented artists. And they said, hey, listen, you know, we got a little umbrella right here. We got a little camp right here. Come fuck with us. And one of those artists, Pharaoh Monch. All right? Pharaoh Monch, y'all all know Pharaoh Monch, you know, for Simon Says, easily one of the joints that you play when you want to get shit poppington, you want to get your party poppington, you get that Simon Says. But Pharoah Monch has got a deep catalog. He's got a long and extensive.
I mean, just a true lyricist. Just a true lyricist.
Absolutely.
Great
Absolutely.
individual. Shouts to Bum B in the building. Shouts to my man BJ Betts. Listen, this is when
salute,
the
stay
label,
high, salute.
This is when the label moved on over, and a Pharoah Monch comes and does this.
Unique Lauren, I see you, brother.
Okay. Yeah. We are renegades. This means war. 16 plus to break unjust laws. Overthrow regimes in the name of the cause. Renegades, never slaves. This means 100% uncut war. Fuck limited freedom. Nigga, we want more. The machine is corrupted down to the core. Motherfucker, this. I got a middle finger for mass media. Mute the news. When the gun draws received 1 million views, which gives me the right to break the rules. They fuck radio if the people can't pick and choose. While BT gets screwed by Viacom, the new revolutionary is Shyamalan. It's not fresh fire rap, it's fire-alarm. Motivational music after I am gone. My innovations, mysticism, call me Mr. Wisdom. They want to turn the globe into a prison. And being sick is better than being dead. Cause when you're sick and in bed, you're indebted to meds. Clone chickens walking around without heads. The food is contaminated, the water got lead in it. Population control, make the baby sick. RFID chips, are you 486? This is a war against consciousness, controlling your soul, sort of a psychological dictatorship. And we are on the front line, guilty as charged of intellect is a crime. And we are renegades. This.
Shouts to Pharoah Monch. Listen, man, when you think about a lyricist, and you really think about, you know, I had the honor to sit with Pharoah. We sat with Pharoah years ago too. He's a friend. He's a friend of ours. You know, just a real creative dude. His pen game is crazy, but more importantly, it's like when you think about Duck Down being able to pull over at that time a Pharoah, that's a big deal. You know what I mean? To also get away from you, like you said, the BCC, we already know what that is. The Helter Skelter, we already know what that is. And Black Moon and Smith & Wesson, now all of a sudden, the beef up of the label. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, what they did was they created this foundation, and now when you have a foundation, you can build on a foundation. You know what I mean? You can't take a house and just jam a house up somewhere without a foundation. That house won't stand. All right.
Why someone call me Bob Villa?
Bob Villa, Pete with the beard.
That's my man.
Internets, you really got to get into Pete's beard. At some point, Pete got to show you the technique he's using where he keeps his beard. He darkens his beard.
I don't darken nothing, DP. This is official tissue.
Nah. Using some kind of ink, using some kind of India ink in there.
Listen, as we move along, shouts to Drew Ha, shouts to James,
Word.
shouts to Buckshot,
Noah,
shouts to
Noah,
shouts to the whole Duck Down family. Man,
Dallas,
this next one, yeah, of course.
Rock. You know who we didn't shout out to? Low key,
who?
Bernadette.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Shouts to Bernadette.
We're never gonna forget. Bernadette is such a soldier.
It does not stop, internets. It does not stop.
Now, this part of Duck Down, DP, that we move on to was, could you believe it, though, okay? Bringing in more and more different artists, you know? As we
getting some young blood. Getting some young blood. Chocolate Girl Wonder. Hey, Chocolate Girl Wonder. Bringing some young blood to the label and to the table.
Oh, Shucky Ducky. That's right. You can't, first of all, you can't forget Shucky Ducky. That's one dude in Duck Down. I will say over the years, I've learned he does not play. You want to get people off the stage? Get Shucky Ducky, okay? You want someone not to come in this room? Put Shucky Ducky at the door. See, that's the thing about a label like Duck Down. That's the thing. You were more than just, like, you could be a manager, a security, a promo guy. But listen, this next song that me and Dallas picked are from some young blood at the time that joined Duck Down Music.
Driving down the block like what else should a brother do? It's Saturday, the heat might smother you. Driving down the block, low as this shit. Open up the trunk, bass crazy kicking. Driving down the block, low as this shit. Low as this shit, bass crazy kicking. Driving down the block, low as this shit. Open up the trunk, bass crazy kicking. Driving down the block, low as this shit. Low as this shit, bass crazy kicking. Driving down the block.
It's the flicker of the year. Flicker in my ear, make a hater shed a tear when I'm
Driving down the block.
got my seat on recline. Turn up the Alpine with the
Bass crazy kicking. Driving down the block.
see my black lady gossip. Passenger side with my head on her thigh while I'm
Driving down the block.
chuck a deuce to the sky. For the boppers in the stands, reminiscing in my mind.
Driving down the block.
Mull on theory tape band playing number 6. Show business is my shit when I'm
Driving down the block.
bass kicking, man, sorta like Fred I do. And I'm looking blessed like I said I do. I'm so damn clean. Polo, rugby, and Jordan 16 while I'm
Driving down the block.
wifey feeling intimate. Park up at the lake and turn the car into the cigarette.
Driving down the block. Lower Jerry Chase. Open up the trunk. Bass crazy kicking. Driving down the block. Lower Jerry Chase. Lower Jerry Chase. Bass crazy kicking. Driving down the block. Lower Jerry Chase. Open up the trunk. Bass crazy.
Yo, he said polo, rugby, and my Jordan 16. Shouts to kids in the hall.
Yep. Knowledge, double O. What's going on, brothers?
I mean,
What's going on?
Listen, you know, let's keep it moving along. Dallas, we'll probably get knocked off. We'll come back on internets and finish our top 20. Well, not our top, our 25 songs that we selected from the label, me and Dallas Penn. Let's move it on along. Here goes another person that came along that, you know, the label really, I feel like, did some cool, great stuff with. And that's the one and only Bodega Bams with the Flatbush Zombies.
Straight like that, yeah. Tour bus looking like a grotto. Catching more bodies than hostage. Flatbush zombies put money in my pocket. If it's war against them, I'm a pop. Word like a pasta. Kid from the ghetto, listening to heavy metal rock roll in my sock. Ain't never been afraid. Renegade got bars like mess halls. Lock 3 meals in the cot. Nigga, what? Pussy at noon, got me feeling brand new. When the sun come down, I'm leaving. Fuck, I look like a fool, throwing shade like cool, bitch. Don't wake me up, I'm dreaming. Past, that's old school. I'm getting yesterday's tape, that's old news. The way I'm programmed, I never hold hands. Strange business, first class, never for the coach. I'ma handle the game the way I handle the coach. Hand to hand on Instagram, picture the post. Picture me, bro. I got a picture of Henny. I know my liver be ready for adios, but I'm stuck like. I'm a sure thing, I don't close call. I mean, we all kings, but there's one God, there's one Allah, there's one job. Bless. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Pussy ass niggas, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Pussy ass niggas, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Lying ass niggas, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Lying ass niggas, bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Now I post for pictures, can't fuck with you, be more specific. Cross me like when you beg forgiveness. I didn't like your vibe, so I kept my distance. Niggas do it all for the paper. Institution was made to strong, the little girls and boys, but now the world is yours, my nigga, please. I done go sober 100 G's, that's a lot of money. Still I'm screaming for the police. And my emotions, I can't pretend that I'm looking at you. But nigga, listen and pay attention when I make a move. Vision blur, I don't see no deterrence, but seeing the same niggas and saying the same word. Cycling that nature, working the same favor. My niggas are 10 boys, original delegators. We ripping the floor, paneling off with a manual force. We go ahead on your boss, we only fail your cause.
Nobody ever gave a fuck.
Yo, Bodega Bams, you know, I don't know if I said this before, but super talented. You know, it's funny. I was supposed to sit down with him a couple of times, and I don't think that happened. I'm going to make sure that that does once we get out of this because, you know, his flow and his cadence, I mean, I just like him. You know what I mean? I just like him. And it's
For sure.
You know, shouts to Bodega Bams, you know?
Shouts to Bodega Band. Shout out to his manager, Mike Aron. Yeah, all right. Internets.
Let's keep it moving, DP. I mean, I think we're going to get knocked off soon.
Me and Premium Pete celebrating 25 years of the legendary label Duck Down Records. 25 years. A quarter of a century, this label, in effect, putting music out, hip-hop music out for y'all ear holes. I mean, I hope y'all enjoying the vibe. As a matter of fact, there's actually a Spotify playlist that you could look up. Dallas Penn, Premium Pete, Duck Down 25. that'll have all the songs.
Once it's done, they'll push it out.
Yeah, that'll have all the songs.
We'll push it out.
So we move into our next group, and what we put together in this group was acknowledging how Duck Down grabbed young production talent, young beat makers, and fostered them and gave them a space to put their music together. And what producers do is producers put together collective albums. So a producer says, man, listen, I got this beat and I would love for this person to jump on it, and they reach out to them and Duck Down through their connections and really through their resources said, hey, listen, we've got a stable of people already connected, so they grabbed a young producer and let him do his thing and just gave him access to their in-house network of talent that they already had on deck. All right, so let's listen to something from Marco Polo and Rusty Jux.
Shouts to Marco Polo. He probably is smoking about a half a pack of Newport even before he wakes up. That dude smokes so much Newports, but he's a talented motherfucker. Peace, Armin.
My nigga, I ain't got time to beef with these lanes. Homie, I don't play no games. I said niggas tryna hop on the back of my face, so I don't need to say no name. But I'ma put it like, fuck rhyme better than Rusty Shook. Nobody fuck flow hotter than Rusty Shook.
Nobody
go harder than Rusty Shook. Nobody fuck rhyme better. Nobody body up sick. Anybody I don't fuck with, spit in your face, talking about what up, bitch, the sky, nigga. Now put your hands high, nigga. With them hundreds, all I see is 2-5, nigga. Hard was a bullet, then you wouldn't have a shot. The trigger, I pull it, your head won't have a top. Bread, I got a lot. Just putting hits out, and I ain't talking records, just and niggas strips out. Bloods and them clips out, banging to my music. It's like a drug you use, but don't abuse it. Never get me confused with a yellow black sucker. I'm a young, crazy, wild motherfucker. Hailing out of Brooklyn, live and direct. Steady smoking, but I ain't get high yet. Now, how many slugs can you fit a cat hole? Call me 40 below, cause I spit it that cold. Nigga, I ain't got time to beef with these lanes. Homie, I don't play no games. I said niggas tryna hop on the back of my fame, so I don't need to say no name. But I'ma put it like, fuck rhyme better than Rusty Shook. Nobody fuck flow hotter than Rusty Shook.
Nobody
fuck go harder than Rusty Shook. Nobody fuck rhyme better. Nobody bank robber money bags heavy on the way in. Going back to Cali, then I'm shooting to the Bay in. Shows cold banging, got the fans cold wildin'. Mars spit, hard shit, niggas getting violent. Jukes break ground with that hardcore sound, get the club shut down. Nobody letting off a round. It beats like that, when you G's like that, get a Japanese Steve's on the knees like that.
Woo! Woo! Shouts to Rusty Jux. That's another nasty motherfucker from Brooklyn. Okay? When we think about it, man, one thing I love is that Boot Camp Click, and then you think about how much Duck Down has a lot of Brooklyn artists on there. But when I say this, worldwide, again, these artists were able to travel the world, and you would see. I remember like Sean Price, like I said before, they would go to Poland or go to Latvia, all these places that I never even heard of, and people would know their music word for word. Word for word.
That is ill too. I mean, can you imagine being in Japan and nobody speaks English, but here they are going line for line with you? I mean, that's just the transformative nature of music and vibration. You know what I mean? So let's listen. Salute. Duck Down 25, man, and we're still in it. We're still in it, right? All right, boom. Next joint, another Marco Polo joint with another Duck Down in-house artist. All right, let's get on this one. This kid right here.
He can spit. And he's so young.
This kid right here. Fuck it, let's play it.
Yo. Young children, the guns are the villains, or the ones behind the guns are the ones that is of the villainous literature. Short sorts the ignorant, more from the ignorant forms. The literal niggas fixing to switch a minute from sinning. Winning is the independent image, sitting withering in the wind and living the vivid injury. Shivering cold, hot blood, boil, boy, plots recoil. The silence of divine reality. It takes 1 second for your life to vanish. Snap the neck backwards and act in fresh laughter. Grab the breast, back the flesh, had to dress it afterwards. Ask a question. Professor Afro is the man to learn. Teaching me wisdom. Speaking sweet income. Deepest green river. Sleeping sheep. Better wake up. Wait, turn the music off. I need to say something. While you're there, barely any of us ain't you brothers. Afro's in the house. Afro's in the house. It's a long time coming. The ghetto church, the double rebel mellow words, the fellow search, arrow, peril, narrow, terror, urge. Forget and forgive, medicine, no letter within. The narrative switch of every man sharing his wit. Embarrassing heritage, wearing his clothes from the inside out. He should try to find the lyrics right now. He fights with the sword, handed to him, gotta keep it sharp. Leaving deep and bleeding, starving, reaching peak and seeking charge. Weakened and he pretending she had left him for a tweaker. And his weakest friend agreed with him, he didn't need it either. Now listen to the loudest Christian shout his opinion. The wisdom he is now listed 12 Bible scriptures. 12 righteous, failed male fighting figures. Still biting, riding niggas, fell by the slippers. I love to hear the hip hop coming back, people. Transmission, fan fiction, blast with precision.
Yo, that kid is nice, man. Nice. I mean,
super nice.
He could just jump on the beat and just give it a da 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 da. You know
super
what I mean?
Nice. Super nice.
Somebody said that it sounds like Gangstar, you know. I heard that a little in there, you know, I mean, maybe because of the scratches or maybe because of, you know what I mean? But, like, that dude is, it's amazing to be so young and be able to jump on a beat like that. And another, I mean, it's a lyricist.
It sounds like hip-hop to me.
Absolutely.
I mean, whatever you heard and makes you think of hip-hop, that's what's up. But that definitely sounds like hip-hop to me.
Chris said one of the two last MCs Price co-signed. Mm-hmm. Shouts to Sean Price. Long live Sean. Let's keep it moving. Dallas, I feel like we're going to get knocked off after the hour, but...
Why do you keep saying that? Why do you keep saying that? Why you keep?
Because that's what happens, but it didn't happen to us, so we're going to keep it moving.
So shut up then. So shut up about getting knocked off.
I like
Come on,
to take
let's
that...
rock. Let's rock. Why you keep saying, oh, we're going to get knocked off? We're going to get knocked off. We're going to get knocked off. We're not getting knocked off. We're fucking here rocking and celebrating. And you know what?
You know who's up next?
Let's play the next joint. Next joint, another Marco Polo joint. Woo!
Hip-hop is not deceased, in fact. The real shit started creeping back. Y'all the least spectacular, spitting it. You niggas still ain't getting it. Nigga, the difference is indifferent. They don't say they in the studio whipping it, but after the first spin of they album, sick of it. And that's why me and Marco got into this. We wanted to give them a record to make them reminisce, but still show me the future. Far beats and six spittable, lyrically literal. Y'all prepared for this? We double barrel, 2 shots from a loaded clip. And both people in value as far as what you get. He on the snare kick, I'm on the pen and pad airing it. He had 3 deals so they can hear this shit. Whatever you don't get it in waste, this is what's going on. This is not the same garbage from a typical song. This right here is where the music belongs. Can we move it along? Fully know that double down. That's home back. Ready to hit you, take that with you. Yeah. You know the drill. Hardcore double down. From the time to hit it, track go. You know what it's fitting to be. Type of shit that you put on repeat. This shit feels so Brooklyn when they're playing your Jeep. You might find a burner under your seat. An ashtray full of weed. That's the vibe we recorded on. A fresh Curry champion hood and causes on. 40 below's long john, that's what tours on. You rap niggas been on my dick, now your horse is on. I've been nice since BBD made that poison song. And dudes are right, but why they let his boys get on? They gon' flood the airways with them corny songs. Niggas gotta wait till 2 in the morning for talking on. It's like that now, it won't be like that for long. We gon' make the time change like the beats are storming. And anytime you got me and MP performing, fans gon' stay on their feet like the seats is small.
Yo, another one. I feel like I keep on saying this, but another one. Torre. First of all, shouts to Coney Island brother. another true lyricist, you know.
First of all, Torre, I always used to think like, yo, how come these microphones don't get broken? Because Torre was like the fucking Hulk.
Yeah.
And when he hold the microphone, I'm like, oh, he's about to snap this microphone.
Yeah.
He's about to break this microphone in half. You know what I mean? Shouts to Torre. Shouts to Torre.
Yo, it's funny how Static Selector comes in the building probably around the same time that we're going to give him some of his roses. I don't know yet. But Static, yo, we ain't no DJs, me and Dallas Penn. We're a lot of things, but we ain't no DJs. So we may not have the best sound.
No, we Static, we got fucked up sound. But you know what? The vibes is in this bitch right now. Static.
But it's crazy to me that Static.
He's the friendly Freddie Fox. Yo,
yeah,
facts. Static, facts.
Yo, so
he's the personable Freddie Fox.
as we celebrate Duck Down 25 years.
Hold on for a second.
Yeah.
So again, the setup is yes, as he said, we're celebrating Duck Down's 25 years in existence, and we talked about Duck Down grabbing these talented producers and kind of saying, hey, listen, you know, here's a spot, and we got connections. You know, let people spit on your beats. Let people, you know, breathe on your productions. And they grabbed this producer who was greatly influenced by the aesthetic of Brooklyn already. Static was greatly influenced by Gang Starr, and he carried that sound forward. So I'm sorry. All right. Here goes some Static. Music
Yo, Static Selector is gonna live a long time, because how does he come into the room right before? And we already played about 15 tracks right before his track is gonna come on. Static is not only a friend of ours, not only a family to Duck Down, but more importantly, a very talented individual.
I want you to tell them. Static Selector.
Let's do this, man, for real. We smoke big blunts, cigars, it's us. It's obvious kids, we regulate up shit, moving through crush. The beats is grim, the ambiance plush. The speaker wall bang, the sneaker wall lust. Snitches wish dead, the eagle gon' bust. Catch you in the wrong spot, you dust. Static, yo, bring the havoc, this is magic. Fake niggas flee out, fly out the mouth, I get you get it. Sports cars, we endorse yards. Everybody 4 stars, weigh like 40. Jerry Gordy, your creature game corny. I eat your game, hop up on me. Head off the rip, grab the whip, rest maturely. Hang around the vents in the sweats. Since 97, we was Rolex and an extra. Fuck around 110 splash, flex, cash, drugs, money, and sex. Dumb checks, smashes.
Watching the game from a bird's eye view. They say it's hard to keep trust on my third eye view. Chocolate's open, but not gonna scope this. I was smoking, hoping my best buzz ain't only in this for the tokens. Cause they say it's who you joking with, choking, poking with. Tag team and stroking, chick that wants to do some mocha shit. Act cool on the strip, but wanna put 2 on your hip. Mac and juice in your waist, boom on your hips, school on your bitch. Frozen to my toes, bitches with my penises, kicking the system womb. Now you see what the fetus is, but what the fetus is, what these niggas feed is shit. Rob a nigga for his number 2s to put my feet in shit. Flow slippery, rise to the tippity top. I'ma make hot drops, make snakes history. Dreams of living civilly in Sicily, laughing with the fan like it's the elephant in the room. Create a block, collision, not a sun in the moon. A sonogram is an image of a gun in the womb that was sold to be.
Hold on, internet's the legendary Black Thought.
With a heron in a spoon, I'm astonishing. Honestly, my future looking promising. As my skin tone at a crystal clean onyxes. Darker thoughts let the beats break like the Amishes. I'm a stroke of genius like Michelin Thomas's. Hip hopping, body rocking, doing it, dude. I am the living definition of improving the groove. I use the same tools to shoot that Kubrick used. Take your hero to the river, give you turmeric shoes. Who lose if you really ain't nobody till somebody love you? I say you ain't nobody till they speaking highly of you. And what I'm sure you wouldn't want is any kind of trouble. Unless you got a crash dummy or a body double. You got a couple of homies down to catch a homie for you. Well, I'ma fold niggas in the origami for you. The most notorious poet laureate. Whole story is glorious, stoic warriors. And I got my eyes wide open on you quasi. Haters still smirking like the gators on the outside. Costa, y'all tomato head niggas all imposters. Long drawn out process. Triple OGs got a worn out conscience. Reminiscing to when we was all out monsters on Sierra Leone, reign of tyranny. I strike fear in their hearts. Rappers stay clear of me black. Same code for Ayatollah. Reigns over, game's over. Folder. Give niggas that Ebola virus. Huh? You got me chopped like Miley Cyrus. Nah, I'm on your block with some Molly pirates. For real, man, static.
Yeah.
Yeah, first of all, I'm just totally honored to be in this space right now, to be with y'all internets right now as we big up Duck Down Records and their 25th anniversary. But I got to tell you something right now. In the chat between Tech and Static, like, yo, I'm just loving this space right now. Like, I'm loving being around these dudes right now. And I see you, King. I see you, Seed. Like, we're having a great time right now. This is really the celebration that I wanted to be a part of. And it's just convening with a bunch of heads that fucks with hip hop, that grew up loving this music. And right now we just vibing, y'all. Like what's going on outside? I can't really call it, Pete. I don't know.
I mean, one thing's
is it
good
a
about
disease
this,
or not? I don't know. We don't know what the fuck is going on.
Well, it gives us a chance to really appreciate people. And like I said, when you talk about Static Selector, first of all, his production is tremendous. But more importantly, his ability to put people on songs. You know, to have a Ray, a Joey Badass, and a Black Thought. I mean, come on. I mean, this guy also put, Sean Price, Bun B, and Styles P. I mean, the list goes on. And it's, again, I said it's crazy how he's in the room. And I'm glad he's able to hear his voice, his roses live. Because the next track that we selected, this guy named Static Selector again, with a couple other people.
Yeah.
Static Selector.
Yo, it's the rap Scott Disick. Come through the fucking block with some hot lizards. Man, blowing line in the blizzard. Put 6 digits on the wizards. Shit, just don't tell my missus. Damn, she throw the dice with a red glove. Spread love. Spread legs from the bed to the tub. Floor to the closet. Real sex on the Panasonic. I'm getting head in the pool. Bitch, I'm just better than you. Yeah, around the world like 4 times. All because a motherfucker spit raw rhymes. Yeah, more lines. Shit, feed them more lines and more lines. I won't dumb it down for more rhymes. That's like shooting big game with a small line.
The bottom line is selling these pebbles. Get away with your life earnings while I'm trying to dodge these devils. The whole squad Gucci, join us, but chances are you an LV if you running with these rebels. I'm selling wrapped up, capped up, vowels of crack. Every syllable and vowel is a fact. I throw stacks. The chick riding with me, she polished. She a dime, she stylish. Check her whole facts. Her mileage is back, she's solid. The desert eagle hit her better. The people selling Perico like there is no IRL and illegal. I hire felons to fall off the streets while I let you believe that it's better to be you, baby. I call that thread in the needle. You know me, it ain't nothing corny in a wardrobe. I'm low-key, even more so than Thor's bro. Impeccable ear, I take braille, make it Morse code, and pedal it like I'm trying to make the porch go.
Yeah.
All right.
We talked about Black Thought. Think about it. Royce the 5'9". Another wizard.
Royce.
And, I mean, come on.
Thought,
you know,
Badass, Ray.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Shouts to Static.
Yeah.
Static will actually be on the Duck Down page later on tonight, 9 p.m.
That's right,
He'll
he's
be DJing. So
and
listen,
I wish we took
no
some
reason,
sound,
reason to leave the Duck Down page tonight. Is basically what we're learning, right? It's 25
Absolutely.
years. Now a minute ago, we talked about Torre's pen game, and Tech was like, "Yo, hold on for a second. Torre got a mean pen game, but salute my man Sky Zoo pen game." And I'm like, "Of course, we got to salute Sky Zoo's pen game. Another Brooklyn native who, like the little label that could, is a guy, man, that was counted out early. I don't want to say counted out, but a guy that was kind of discounted. And he stayed around through hard work, through dedication, and to his craft. You know what I mean? So yo, let's play the Skies Who joint. And rock to the Skies Who joint, y'all, please. Rock to the shit.
Shouts to Sky Zoo. Duck Down 25 years.
Proud as long as I'm in the front. They looking around but couldn't find it off the jump. I'm cooking it loud and got them popping off of one. I'm hooking the town, you hear them dropping in the thump. Little more on the edge. They was looking for less. Used to the tap. They was looking for steps. I don't juice none of that. They was looking for meds. The root is under that. Just say I shook off the regs. When the bass get the beating with the 808 beneath it, ain't a lane they could be in it. I ain't already weaving. Take it how you need it, but basically what it be is I could break this into pieces and make me a few believers. Let them know from the go. Now they dealing with go ups. As much as I can throw, heavy things for the lower. One after the other one. Then I shake another one. Dish them the opposite and watch how the devil come. Got them sitting in pocket. I provide them that one of one. All of this is the obvious. I was just lining up. And now they want to bring the 90s back. That's okay, cause that's where they designed me at. That's on my speakers on blast. Speakers on blast. Speakers on blast. Speakers on blast. So my speakers on blast. Speakers on blast. Speakers on blast. Speakers on blast. So my speakers on blast. Speakers on blast. Speakers on blast. Speakers on blast. So my speakers on blast. Speakers on blast. Speakers on blast. Speakers on blast. Live from in front of the store that never closed. If ever I go, it's on a temporary road. Double back and repost forever home. 20D batteries, you should already know. When the tape get them running and the 808 jumping, ain't a box you can carry that can carry out the drum and see the block gon' carry. They can carry by the hundreds, try and cop gon' carry. They can carry how you want it. Couple bras that understand what speakers do. Hennessy Black Pride, try and get a leader through. Mookie Jordans, no scuffs, keep it true. And if a freezer's around, I'm trying to teenage you. Back to the baseline and what's surrounding. I'm trapped in my previous plays, I'm about counting. I actually keep it the same, so if you doubt it, then you just wasn't listening to how I've been about it. If the rooftop was here, how would we try and porter it? Essence of a previous cloth that they imported in. Cut different so you see what the importance is. Show you motherfuckers how to sport this. Tell them that my speakers on blast.
Yo, Sky Zoo said Mookie Jordan, no scuffs, you know? I mean, he's another one, and I agree with Tech. You know, Sky Zoo and Torre are like, they're like brothers, you know, that weren't from the same mother, right? Just say, but
the Barrow brothers, the Barrow brothers.
Because
and they get fly, and they do get fly.
They both get fly. They both got good pens. I seen someone write Afro. Listen, we're probably on number like, I don't even know, maybe like number like 18. After this is done, Internet, there'll be a Duck Down put together a Spotify playlist by me and Dallas of these 25 songs that we selected. You'll be able to play it wherever you're at. Okay, you on that bicycle? What's that thing called now, Dallas, that they're doing? The Pilates or Peloton? You ever heard of it?
Peloton. The Peloton.
Yeah, whatever.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, well, you know.
I thought you was gonna say when you on your fucking city bike.
Nah. Yo, remember Sean Price was on the city bike. Listen, let's keep it rolling. Yes. When we think about it, man, this next track right here, okay? I mean, you think about it. Sean Price, Smith & Wesson, Rock, and Method Man. Clans and Clips.
Shame on the nigga that tried to run game, get a hollow point rooted in your brain. One nation for the people, ain't nobody equal, we the chosen few, here to go insane. This is just boxing mystery, going down in history, the 36 chamber full of flame. Back and forth on the last stand, the world is in my hand, there's some trainers over, time to war. Hey yo, the rap nigga got a shotgun in his hand, let off. The wheelchair nigga got up and ran, died with his man, shot up the cameras, hopped in the van, vanished, but sun will come out. Tomorrow we plan, rock is a damn animal monster. Bigfoot, I'm a Sasquatch at a Godzilla, take a quick look. Brownsville Crook, get right with the beam. Take your French vanilla butter pecans, your ice and your cream. Monster rockness with my nigga hotness. Slow like a pound of loud, how we got the spot lit. See that white light flash right before I hit you. I should've just rocked 10 stripes with the whistle. I'm so official, I'm so for real, so physically ill. Sickness, no
no cure, no prescription of pill can stop the head crack. This is 2 5 and a 6. Who can't click? You know my niggas do that shit. Do that shit.
Shame on the nigga that tried to run game, get a hollow point rooted in your brain.
One nation for the people, ain't nobody equal, we the chosen few. Here to go insane. This is chess boxing mystery, going down in history. The 36 chamber full of flame. Black and force on the last stand, the world is in my hand. Basic trainers overtime the war.
It's only natural, actual facts are thrown at you. Impact of blow trees back and crack statues. One thing's for sure, 2 things for certain. Gun game is wrong. I do things in person, face my fears, fears embrace.
Make this clear, there ain't fear no man except God, you hear? Hey.
Now back to my typical verse. Murder, death, kill, Brownsville, don't get hurt.
Yep.
Chief hard bars, bullet to your brain frame is beef tartar. Bloody your gun hungry, falling back with the watchtower. Study your 120, call me back in the guard hour. Acknowledge my wisdom. See me with Bernadette, you best acknowledge my wisdom. I got 3 kids and claim 2 on taxes. Pop 3 ways and made 2 close caskets.
Shame on the nigga that tried to run game, get a hollow point rooted in your brain. One nation for the people, ain't nobody equal, we the chosen few. Here to go insane. This is chess boxing mystery, going down in history. The 36 chamber full of flame. Black and force on the last stand, the world is in my hand. Basic trainers overtime the war.
This Medina rock is ice lit, known to take off in choppers, motorcycle gloves on, drugs in the Benz.
Evil D.
Caviar, Ben Savvy, God, Harry, Winston Bengals, flooded with 40 carats of Pringles. A vet,
Evil
flies,
D.
jetliner. Look at the wall, man, pictures of my team, I regret grinding. Break paper, slide off and rewind the time. To the crumbs peeping, my niggas we eating. This the movie making me. Buy big jewels, fuck with the dimes. Oven roast one of y'all posted, trying to be the most, you not real. You fuck around and get lined. This is facts, either you winning God or getting taxed, giving zippers. Chest cave niggas and give them that. Meet the fly Jameson boys, 10 to 12 toys, meet the voices. Buy a bitch oysters and blow it back out.
Shame on the nigga that tried to run game.
Yeah. Talk about a crew on that track, you know. Shouts to DJ. Listen, Evil D, you weren't here for us to give us your flowers. I mean, I know we personally have gave them to you before, but the Beat Miners, yo, Dallas, tell him again so he understands.
We got more flowers. We got more flowers for Evil D. We got more flowers still coming because it's 25 years of Duck Down Records and 25 years not just of the label, okay. But we're really celebrating hip hop, and we're celebrating the extent of hip hop. How long has hip hop been around? 40 years, 50 years, timeless. That's what we're really here for. We're here dealing with timeless music and a timeless aesthetic that described who we were and the struggle that we had to go through to even get to this point. I keep having to tell y'all that this thing was formed, this movement was formed in New York City in the early 90s when young black males were everyone's target. All right? We had just gone through the Central Park jogger case. We had just gone through the case of a young man from Utah named Brian Watkins who had been killed. You would see in newspaper headlines, they're wilding. All right? People were afraid of young black males. So their opportunities were being cut and curtailed everywhere. Plus, there was no more places to work. There was nothing left for you in the city. So you had to find a way. You had to find a way to survive. And if you're not going to thrive just being a stick-up kid, you're going to have to get creative. You're going to have to get artistic. Internet.
Hold
don't stop.
Hold on.
It don't stop.
It don't stop. And I'll tell you one thing. Let's keep it going. And this is one of my favorite tracks right here. Hold on. This is one of my favorite tracks right here. And let's keep it moving with the legendary Random Acts. Okay.
Premium Pete is out here Teddy Riley me. Don't Teddy Riley me,
happened?
Premium Pete. Don't Teddy Riley me.
Chewbacca, deuce popper, not rocking your shoes proper. True shotter, licking your loose nada. My 3 versus your 4, who cruise hotter? Random, everybody on my team is winners. Everybody on your team beginners. Why you do that, rapper? Fucking New Jack rappers. When I walk by, cause I do smack rappers. Sean the Barbarian, deadly dose of the dope shit, black tar heroin. The blessed out bar for bar, Paul, this God-given talent, scream alhamdulillah. You got no skills, you got no talent. Shit, no frills, and your bitch toss salad. Niggas rap albums sound like love letters. Pen in my hand like damn fam, I could do much better. Yeah, fuck. What we doing? What you doing? What we doing? Random. I write classics. You can't hack it, you know what it is. In the room with the floor covered in plastic, passive. Never got a street cat paid, so I'm active. Stay back, I keep that blade. High hater, I carve a smile right next to your frown. Like laugh now, cry later. Potato on the barrel, French fry 10 guys for major violations. Call it annihilation. The tough talk, I don't get it. You wouldn't fight a ticket, so I recite a lyric. Especially let you fit it. I'm sure the Bucks so tell Pac what up though. My foes better be real. You wanna be tough, alright? You'll forever be still. I get nicer, get out Aisha, and rhyme with the force of a Jedi cipher. What? Yeah. What we doing? What you doing? What we doing?
Guilty Simpson did rip that. He did rip that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now we're gonna let the guard rap, right?
Baby, fire it off. Split your cabbage, bitch ass rappers, spit garbage, lip lavish, Mac 10s under big jackets, hit with your pads, flip that mattress. Remember your patterns, 5 stay dipping in traffic, parlay stiff in the cabin. With axes, dismember a faggot, limbs scattered, lit it with maggots. Splash the gas, we lit up matches. That's for acting, real tender and passive. Y'all asking to give out passes. I pull up to get out asses, but never without ratchets. Busters fill our rapping, butlers fill our glasses. Brothers ain't up in our bracket. Slugs from the Gatlin spin out rapping. Flip the casket, lyrics crafted. Hit them with the plastic and then I'll pass it. Shit. What we doing?
Yo, he said, tell Pac what up, though. Oh. And shouts to Rock Marciano. I mean, another, you know, it's funny.
Man,
I seen
listen.
somebody say that they seen Random Acts at Highline Ballroom in 2011. You know, I remember when Dallas, you went to, where'd you go? To Dallas with on Random Acts? You went on tour with them, no?
we went to Dallas. We went to Dallas for what was the sneaker event that Random Acts performed at. Kickspo. Oh my goodness! Inside Dallas Stadium, incredible. Random Acts basically just did their album live, man. One of my great experiences, man. Running around traveling with Sean, Guilty, Black Milk.
Yep.
You know, internets. If y'all perchance just popped into the space right now, Premium Pete and I are celebrating 25 years of the record label Duck Down. But more than that, we're celebrating hip-hop itself. And the foundation of Duck Down, Boot Camp Click, Beat Miners, Buckshot, 5 Foot, Smith & Wesson, Helter Skelter, OGC.
OGC.
Drew Ha, No Ha.
Static Selector.
Shouts to Duck Down James. Shouts
Rusty
to Duck Down
Jux.
James also.
Duck Down James.
Put us out here.
Elegy.
Shucky
Listen,
Ducky. The
Shucky
whole movement, the whole entire movement. All right? It's
Rockness.
a celebration, y'all. It's a motherfucking brace.
Yo, let me move on to the next song. But the next song is this. Check this out. When you think about what Buckshot, because Buckshot's, besides being an artist, he's an entrepreneur. but his mind is crazy. And for him to be able to pull in the teacher was incredible. He did a whole project with him.
Well, hold on for a second before you play the song. Before you play the song, let's also discuss the influence of KRS-One.
Okay.
Because again, what we are talking about is we're talking about the assault that was taking place on young black males and how you had to find a way to navigate around that. And KRS-One and Public Enemy were very instrumental in that and putting a thought process together that would allow Buckshot to then take what they was doing and do his own thing. And by doing his own thing, give Smith and Wesson the space to do their own thing. And by Smith and Wesson doing their own thing, give a lane and a space for Helter Skelter and OGC to come behind. It's all about each one, teach one. And that's the classic tenet of black culture. Because really, that's what I'm here celebrating right now. The everlasting light of black culture and the people that was able to survive those 90 days on that ship that crossed the Atlantic. Those are the people that are here now. If you're here in America, your parents, your ancestors survived that boat ride. And that boat ride was crazy. So, with that in mind, you got to be able to survive this shit right now, this quarantine, this COVID, these people targeting you when you go for a run, these police targeting you when you're in the park, minding your business, just trying to catch some sun. It's in your DNA to survive this. So keep that in mind. Survive this. I'm sorry, Pete. I just had to.
Nah. It's all good. It's all good. And listen, let's get to this. Amazing by Buckshot, KRS-One, and Sean Price. Yeah.
Hey, Buckshot, look at that run. Look at the run of the Buckshot. Class in session, y'all late and shit. Buckshot, KRS is some amazing shit. We spit amazing shit. You'll be amazed and shit. It's like you in amaze and shit. Standing there like this, some amazing shit. I'm old school. I'm not amazed by shit. I smash rappers crazy quick with crazy hits. Then head to the clinic cause they make me sick. This some amazing shit. Just the grit and the grime of the streets we was raised in it. And it gave us an amazing gift, an amazing lift. Like when you blaze an amazing split. Or drink a bit with me on some amazing shit like in Epiphany. I spit amazing shit, get hip to me, then hot to me. Learn my philosophy. I'm amazing. Yeah. Light up. Amazing. Blaze up. It's amazing. Buckster.com on when other niggas was like, fuck the .com. Shit amazing. How soon it just came up like the elevator, any elevator, and what? Stand up. And I don't mean the comic relief, cause shots that hit your funny bone every time it release. My mind is a beast. Amazing what you find in them streets. Let's see. Buckshot, my piece, my vine, and my heat. BC, amazing. Like Luther Vandross, how you amaze the purse. You should see what the man costs the verse. You don't amaze me, I'm the boss. You ignorant niggas is caught up in the maze of cause. Nigga get lost.
Peace, yo, Big Lobo.
Yo,
peace, Big Lobo.
Yo, DP. First of all, for those who are just joining us now, there will be a Spotify link that Duck Down will put out. Dallas Penn and Premium Pete are 25, selected songs that we picked from the label, celebrating 25 years, and not only as a label or artist, but I said it before and I'll say it again, DP, as a motherfucking movement. Okay? Duck Down, Boot Camp Click, Sean Price, Helter Skelter, Black Moon. Listen, let's keep it going. I mean, obviously, there's so much love. You know what I miss? I miss going to events and concerts and shows, and I would always go with Sean Price, and as soon as he would come out, because we'd be in the backstage or whatever, as soon as he'd come out, the whole crowd, P, I mean, that's a beautiful feeling. It's almost like somebody coming out as like an athlete and people calling his name, and people love P. And one thing I loved about Sean Price was college kids would slap him 5, thorough dudes would give him a dap. You know what I mean? Like he reminds me. I always say this about Bun B. They can adapt in wherever they are. They can adapt. You know what I mean? And I always love that about P, man. So this is a lot of people's favorite. Let's get to it.
Hey yo, we mighty Joe Youngin' it, thuggin' it, straight from the jungle, my brother, my niggas, banana Republican, ring-a-tang, slang, Chewbacca, knock vodka, 2 socks full of rocks, plus the cops watch us. Yo, we smoke weed, pop pills, drink liquor. We do the knowledge, read lessons, think quicker. My little nigga saying that the boot camp whack. Fuck you, Pa, you can't rap. Listen, let it be known. Stepping on rose petals, led to the throne. I'm the motherfucking king, getting head from this hole. In the Hulu estate, New Jersey with Jay Williams, drinking Amstel Light, shooting at clay pigeons. That niggas is straight timid, delicate with the raps. My niggas are spray midgets, elephants on their back. Yo. You kidding me, Duke? Walk around like that, you ain't strapped, give me your loot. Show 'em something like a motherfucking phenomenon. Eat your food at noon, celebrating Ramadan. Big barbarians, baboons with big bucks, gorillas with gas, nigga, big rock. African apes, I'm stacking the babes. I put some crack in your steak, don't get slapped in the face. Orangutan gang banging with that purple flag. Puffin' is nothing to hurt your bag. I'm boot camp for life. Deceptive F, the force magnum, nigga, never forget. Benjamin Banneker, Africa Bambata. Boom, bap, bip, and your medulla oblongata. You think you're nice, but I know somebody hotter. With a crackhead mother and a piece of shit father, dog. Niggas trying to free Lumia. I'm unraveling roach lips, trying to free this reefer. Got a bird hat on, Woo wear shirt, Funk Master Flex Lugs, looking like a fucking jerk. No money, clothes, bummy, nose runny. Bent Metro card, faux, blow dummies. Hop on the train in front of the cops. Pop in their brain, confronting the cops. Stating the facts, don't hate in your whack.
Yo, monkey bars, man.
Slumlord.
Yeah, he said something about the front flex with the lugs. Let me tell a quick story before. Yeah, let me tell a quick story with Sean Price. Sean Price loves sneakers. Sean Price loved getting fly. And I hooked him. I told the story before, but I'll tell a quick one again. He wanted to get some Feli Grant Hills. And he hit me up. He's like, yo, who do you know over at Feli? I said, I'm going to hook you up. Don't worry about it. They had sent him a pair. He calls me, and he's like, yo, P, I'm on my way to the post office. I'm like, why? He's like, I'm sending back what they sent me. They sent me some whack shit. And I was like, yeah, but you're not understanding. P, if they sent you something, they'll send you more. Just give it some time. Nah. So he literally sent back the package that, Feli sent them because it wasn't Grant Hills, Now, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving, Dallas. And this song is, like, monumental for Brooklyn, monumental to me. I mean, I remember when I heard this, for these two brothers to jump on a Mary track, the Queen, I was like, wow, this is some serious shit. And you always feel like when you come from Brooklyn, you come from New York, you always feel like, damn, like, that was powerful. And we got this. And shouts to Smith & Wesson.
This is how we do every day, all day. This is how we do. This is how we do. Smith & Wesson don't play. This is how we do. This is how we do every day, all day. This is how we do. Click, 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 in the night. I shine, you shine, shine. 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 I shine, you shine.
In this day and time, we maintain same frame of mind. Elevation, spark it up. Yo, start the circulation. 360 degrees in rotation. Stimulation as the herb bless my physical creation. Slip into a hallucination. Situation got me thinking about my life seriously. Keep it real continuously. Before I slip into blackness, I prepare for combat. Protect my dome, cause that's where my home's at. Crack my windows, inhale as the mist flows. Build up my mental, construct on my fist. Spreading love to my Brooklyn crew. Who be you? Bad boy. Smith and Wesson coming through. Check it still. Traveling through the battling, handling all that's challenging to the very end. This is how we do. This is how we do. Every day, all day. This is how we do. This is how we do. Smith and Wesson don't play. This is how we do. This is how we do it when we get down with Mary J. This is how we do it when we break day. Click, click, click.
Those pretty memories, I know you can feel me now.
For the record.
I love you.
Yo, DP,
You sing this?
yo.
You sing this to your girl? You sing this to your girl,
Well,
Premium?
Listen, I could sing. Nah, I can't sing. But listen, you
You
know
don't
what?
sing that, you don't sing that to your girl? Come on, sing it to your girl.
Listen to
bro.
me. That was one of those songs. That was one of those songs, DP. Like, I seen someone put a car ride, a Jeep, and, you know, you were moving around. That shit was so smooth. And I remember when they said, I shine, you shine. Again, it really felt, I mean, from Brooklyn to worldwide, man, that was a tremendous, tremendous track, you know?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, again, these guys, this collective has songs that you take on the spaceship with you. Like if you have to go meet another race of creatures and you have to say, hey, here is the best that I have to give y'all. Here's the best music I have to give y'all. Here's the best ideas and spirit I have to give y'all. Here's the best of us. Then you're going to have definitely some Smith & Wesson, some Black Moon. You're going to have some Boot Camp Click on that playlist because, again, these guys define and describe an era, Pete.
Absolutely.
An era.
Absolutely.
Like, you listen to them and you know, I know this time in my life. I know this time in the city so clearly.
Sure. So many moments.
You know,
yo, DP,
listen,
that
I
was
know
actually,
what it is. What, Pete?
No, I'm saying that was actually our 23rd song. And you think about how much history we already went over, and that was just our selections, no top anything. And you think about where we're going to end this on 24 and 25. You think about how powerful this trio is. You know what I mean? Never underappreciated, but very, very appreciated. Never underappreciated. Okay? I mean, you cannot think of Duck Down without thinking of this.
This is hip hop. This is hip hop. Get up now.
What up? Whoa. Suckers wanna flow, but they got no show. So I'ma grab the mic, flip for strip, believe the stun. Both shots to one next.
Gets the job done.
Mic check, I get paid to wreck the set. Get ready to check, cause I'm a threat to your threat. No host bar, incomplete move fakers. Just to bring the back to watch you know I might take her. If she the grab, I'ma kiss her then slide. If she try to rape, I got my Smith on my side. Word to God, here I come to make wait. Plug it in, rock, killing your set every day. Microphone check, 1, 2, here we go. And I'ma let you know who got the flow. Spitting my verbs like an automatic weapon. Suckers keep stepping, cause I'ma let you know. Who got the flow? Who got the flow?
Pete, pull that one down. Pull that one down.
What's the
Pull
matter?
that one down. We're gonna get to the last joint, Pete. I mean, we held people's eyes hostage for these 2 hours.
Yeah.
Thank y'all, internets, for fucking with us for this celebration of Duck Down's 25th Duck Down Records' 25th anniversary. But again, understand something, that Duck Down music is hip hop, and hip hop is everlasting. So even though the label is 25 years old, they are part of the light. They are part of a movement which is much longer than that, which extends through time, through space, through everything. All right, for this last track, I gotta just say, if you got some Timbs, lace them up.
Mm-hmm.
If you got a backpack, put it on. An army jacket, a water repellent Gore-Tex jacket, Helly Hansen, Columbia, Nautica.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, Whirly Bird or Bugaboo. You know, you got a polo ski goose. Put it on. I don't care. I don't care if it's hot where you at. Put it on. You know, and just rock out to this hip hop joint, which is shouts to Beatminers again.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful, y'all.
Yeah, what up?
Internet.
Like Black Room.
25
Dallas
years of
Penn.
Duck Down.
That's
I'm
Premium Pete right there. All right. Duck Down 25 years. The playlist is coming up. Fucks with it, y'all. And then just rock out, y'all.
We have SWLE on deck. We're about to take you about 31,000 feet to the air. Cruising at a smooth altitude. So buckle up. Enjoy your flight.
I don't care, penny loafers or what. Rock out. Catch a vibe.
Till the week, what we do, buck them down, world life. Each and every individual insight. Let my man do keep it down for your card. And I kick the verse and take a look at it, God.
Yo, God.
Show
them how you represent the boot camp clique.
You know what they say about brothers who's cool face upstate, yeah, they be getting lazy. World life, I ain't gon' bull. Ask my man Buff on the streets, he was tough, locked up.
Locked up, he was sweet stuff.
Kid is hot, word to Mardu. Get the loot from the man at night.
At night with Timberland.
Walk with the shot that I bang with, hang with, gang hanging with the double-edged banger. Boot camp clips breaking your laws. If you think we go boss a cat, matter of fact, break your jaws. I'ma bring it to your chest like wind. When you fill your lungs up with all the bull, you have a thing. But I'ma put it back to parlay. Took the weekend, Bucktown, all we do every day.
Duck 'em down, buck 'em down. Buck 'em down, buck 'em down, duck down. Peace, internet, peace, internet, peace, internet.
Yo, Dallas, we letting that ride out?
Man, listen, let it ride out, Pete. Let it ride
out. But let it ride out and then close it after the song is done. I want to
let it ride out, Pete. Shut the fuck up.
Fuck you, Dallas. Let's go.
It's all about the L's and how I look it. How I shot somebody in the mug with the slug, even white chalk all over pitch black dog. You couldn't tell me underworld your mother. When I was 15, running around, I was a real street lover. On the corner, I was shooting the dice, laying up, getting nice, talking about the heist. GQ heading up the 125. Push up on the shorty, looking live on the prize. I couldn't get the time of day when I was little K. Now you call me Buck, so your lips wanna pluck to your head. I knew your X amount of thoughts. But they call me Buckshot, cause
it takes no shorts.
To the shell around my chest. Big up to all of my said rude boy pond deck. So if you see your weak brother, speak to that bastard. I'ma hit him up with the plastic.
Buck 'em down, buck 'em down, buck 'em down. Duck down 25 years, internet. 25 years. And it don't stop. Hit parade.
DP.
Hit parade. Hit parade. Hit
that was